What the hell? What the hell? Oh man, what the hell?
Happy fucking Father's Day. It's
Happy
another
Father's
edition.
Day.
It is. It's a long-awaited, overdue, so many days late edition of the What the Hell podcast. Sorry, life got in the way. Shit happens. We're sorry. Hopefully you're still listening and downloading. Thank you for that, by the way. But we're back. We're back. We're here. Here we are.
We're here. And this is my way of telling you I'm still mentally 12 years old without saying I'm actually mentally 12 years old.
The fuck was that?
Poppets, dude.
Oh, I didn't hear the pop. That was the thing.
Oh, that sucks. Okay.
Oh, okay. No, Poppets are great.
I saw 4 packs for $3. I saw it at fucking Meijer this morning. I was like, I have to, like, just for nostalgia. I have to.
Poppets are great. One of the best pranks you can play with a Poppet is actually put it under the toilet seat.
Oh, you think I never did that?
When you sit down, pop. That's a classic. I love Poppets. I would still mess with them today. Not even kidding. Been a minute.
Yeah, like I saw them, I was just like, I have to, and I was like, oh, I could use these for the podcast, but apparently they didn't pick up.
That sucked. Oh well, gotta love Poppets though. I think like fucking, we have a fascination with fireworks in general, right? I mean, between 4th of July and everything, you look at half of the fucking videos on ridiculousness, and what is it? It's somebody doing something fucking stupid with a firework.
Yeah, most likely someone with an M80 in their asshole.
Like, what fucking moron? Okay, come on. Because it's everywhere. What moron shoves the stick end of a bottle rocket into their anus?
Well, I mean, okay.
And then lights it.
Okay, so like I'm 37. I mean, I remember being 20. I was pretty fucking dumb. I was never that dumb.
They're called bottle rockets for a reason. You put them in a bottle.
Like, what are we doing? just like the whole Tide Pod thing. Like, let's eat Tide Pods. What are we doing?
You got the, I mean, and you got the other end too, though. Not only do you got the guys that stick the stick in their rear, but then you have the ones that frickin' put it in there, unzip the zipper a little bit and put it in there like, look, my dick's a bottle rocket. And then the funniest one is when they move a certain way and it goes straight up, so the sparks are coming straight up their shirt, and then it launches and fucking hits them in the face.
Oh, I'm sure there are motherfuckers out there that like have tried to do it, like launching it from their mouth.
I'm sure there are. That's also just stupid.
That had to happen. Like, so somewhere along humankind, that's happened.
But like fucking, this fascination with fireworks, like we can launch these little things and they can blow up, or let's roll it back. The most basic firework that we all thought was cool as shit as a kid were the snakes. Remember the snakes?
What is this, amateur hour?
It was that little tablet that looked like a black Certs.
It was a tiny hockey puck.
And yeah, it was a super tiny hockey puck. And then you lit the fucker on fire, and it just kept spewing this ash out that wound up being, this 10-foot snake. And you're going, how the fuck did that happen? I loved that shit as a kid. And then eventually, you get bigger and better. I liked
see, my thing. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Your thing. Go on. I'll listen.
I said my thing was always black cats.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they always came tied together in like a pack of 10, right? And you light the fuse and be pop, 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 pop.
Yep.
But I mean, me and my friends, we get packs of black cats. Well, I mean, you got little 10 sticks of dynamite. What can we blow up?
Oh, for sure.
I mean, you name it, we put it in there. Like, if we didn't want it, pop bottle, fucking,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Back when they were glass. I liked I love black cats. I like the jumping jacks, right? You just lay them on the ground and light them up and then they would spin around in different colors. And I remember one time they were just wide enough to fit into a glass soda bottle pop, right? And I was like, man, what happened if we put it in there? So we lit it and dropped it in the Mountain Dew, and the thing just collapsed in the center. It spun around and just went. It was fucking hilarious.
There's just something about male curiosity of like, what happens if I do this?
Well, and that's why they stick them in their ass, I guess.
Well, I know, but at the same time, like looking at it from the outside, you're like, that's a dumb idea, but I get it.
But I want to see it. Hold my beer. You know, the Roman candles that launched the fireballs. I mean, it got progressively bigger, you know, as you get older. And then what was the one that was a little block of missiles?
Bro, I mean, so I don't know if you really remember him. I had a friend named Dustin, and I don't remember what it was for, but I went down to Ohio because his family was there with him one year. And I mean, this was like Southern Ohio. It might as well have been Kentucky.
Right.
I mean, it was just that kind of vibe. Great time, right? These people were setting off fireworks underwater.
What the fuck?
They had got it so down to a science. They took a bottle rocket, lit it, sat there and held it, and then right when the time was right, threw it in the water.
Oh wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, never mind, like you saw like 3 or 4 fish just whoop.
Right.
Like, hey, maybe don't do that.
Maybe not. Yeah, maybe that's a bad idea. That's so bad. I mean, it's so bad here. Fireworks are outlawed in the city limits. I mean, they go around every year. Doesn't stop that many people, but they're out there. Even though you got a fucking fireworks stand every 47 feet between now and 4th of July. Buy 4, get 1 free.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say
no,
like
I just did that backwards.
buy 1 get 4 free.
I completely fucked that up.
Well, no, and well, to you though, that was a fuck up. Like people in the north are like, oh, that makes sense. People in Texas, like, yeah, no, you fucked that up.
Yeah, let's buy 1 get 4 free, please.
Yeah.
Like down here, I don't know. I never saw it growing up as a kid in Michigan, but down here, they've got these stands that they lock up, and then what happens, you know, pretty much starting the beginning of June through the 4th of July and some other times a year, someone pulls up an RV, hooks everything up to it right there, and fucking lives there for a few weeks, and just opens up the stand.
So they've all already popped up. I drive by like 2 or 3 of them on my way to work, and it's just like the most generic, like fireworks.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they'll stay there probably till Labor Day.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I love. I've loved every iteration of firework. I mean, you get the stupid little snakes as a kid, and then the progressively more dangerous stuff. But I still, 4th of July and everything else, I still love a good fireworks show.
See, I'm the opposite. I would rather. I want to be the one setting them off.
I like that too.
I don't want to go sit in a field and just be like, ooh, because let's be honest here. You see one fireworks show, you've seen them all.
Yeah, I disagree with that slightly. Because of what they've, again, I'm old, 51, and it used to be that it was big balls of different color, right? There wasn't a lot of variety. It was little boom, big boom, different colored out. now there's multiple colors, multiple shapes, like boom, hey, whoa, fuck, that looks like Saturn, or the one that goes up and is 3 different colors, right? And then when it finally fizzles out, it's gold and looks like a weeping willow fucking tree. I mean, the fireworks technology is stupid these days, which is why I like going to the shows.
Well, I 100% get that. From my standpoint, though, I get way more satisfaction out of like we were just talking about the stands, just buying like a little fucking thing and lighting a fuse and then running
yeah.
away and watching it fucking. Even
Yeah.
though it's not quite as big a boom, I get more satisfaction because, like, yeah, that was cool, and I did it.
Remember the little shitty paper tanks that fucking have the
Oh yeah,
jet engine on the back, and then it would push it along a little bit, and then it would pop out three little things on the front. Those are cool as shit too.
oh yeah.
Fucking fireworks, gotta love them.
I love fireworks. Like, I'm so happy though because God only knows how injured I would have gotten had I known how to twirl drumsticks when Mom used to give us sparklers on the reg.
Oh yeah, yeah. Gotta love sparklers though. Pretty much here in the city limits, that's all you can do is.
Oh, it's a blast when you're a kid though.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I used to look forward to sparklers.
Can't go wrong.
Oh,
Good old,
I mean,
fireworks and sparklers.
well, it's the one time you look at your kid and go, "Play with fire."
Right?
So of course, every kid's gonna be like, "Ah!"
Yeah, of course. Don't do it this way; it'll hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God! So what's been up? It's been, I think it's been a month since we put out an episode. Sorry, what the hell, you?
It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
Okay, that was not Bare Naked Ladies. Who is that? That's 3.
That is Bare Naked Ladies. You
Is it?
fucking ignoramus? Chickadee Chinese.
Oh, that is. Yep.
Yeah, come on, that's Bare Naked Ladies.
Took me a minute. Oh, have you seen? Speaking of Bare Naked Ladies and that particular song,
You have me intrigued.
have you seen the commercial?
Less intrigued.
That has what the fuck is his name? Jim from American Pie. It's Jason something, I think.
Jason, no, that's somebody I work with.
Well,
I know who you're talking, but the curly-headed fuck.
Yeah, it's got the kid from American Pie. And I think it's a DoorDash or Uber Eats commercial. But someone walks up, opens the door, there's a party going on, and the delivery guy hands them the stuff, and the delivery guy turns around and walks away. And who walks up? Steve Stifler.
Jason Biggs.
Jason Biggs, yeah. And here comes Sean William Scott, whatever. And, and he's in full Stifler mode. Hey, you having a party? Remember the parties? and it just plays on the American Pie nostalgia. It's a pretty good commercial, actually. Saw that the other day. I was like, hey.
I still think that Sean William Scott best role was in The Goon.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Like, he absolutely murdered it.
Yeah. Yeah. That is an underappreciated movie for sure.
Oh, and by the way, this is going to be a new thing. So this series has made me literally sign up for a Netflix account. Watch I Think You Should Leave. There are 3 seasons. It's a skit show. Some are hits, some are misses, but the hits are fucking hits.
Okay. I'll have to look at that.
I mean that to you and also to our general audience.
That's why does that sound familiar? I'm gonna do it though. I'm gonna look at it. I've been watching. What have I been watching lately? I've watched half of that Amazon series, Citadel.
Mm-hmm.
So far that's really good. think that's really all I've been watching. A lot of shit coming I want to watch. I mean, you got a bunch of shit dropping in the next 2 weeks
Oh yeah.
that, who could be hit. I mean, the Secret Invasion from Marvel, the Ahsoka on Disney. You got the final season of Jack Ryan coming out on Amazon. You got Witcher season 3 coming out on Netflix. All that shit is coming. So there's gonna be a bunch of shit to watch. I've been watching, of course, because it's me. I've been watching Mayans because it's the last season of Mayans on FX, and I like that show a lot. That's been really good. But yeah,
Well, you're an FX boy anyway, so
I think you should leave sounds familiar, and I think I meant to look at that.
I think it's the guy from Tim and Eric from Adult Swim.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure. I mean, that era was like a little after I stopped watching, so I didn't really get into it. But from what I've seen one skit, and the only reason I know about it is because I watched the Pat McAfee show, and
Okay.
they keep referencing it. And if you look up the skit Corn Cob TV, you will understand, and you will laugh your fucking dick off.
Well, I want to keep that in place, so maybe I won't watch it.
Not literally, honestly.
I know it's a joke. Anyway, what else has been going on? How you been? Like I said, it's been a month, roughly.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure the last episode we recorded was Mother's Day.
Yeah, actually, it might have been.
How appropriate.
Oh my god, that is so fucking funny. If we're the
How
last
appropriate.
the last one we recorded was Mother's Day, we're recording this on Father's Day. Holy shit, that's fucking funny.
Well,
I have to go
sorry,
back and
folks.
listen now.
I would have been back sooner. In the midst of my absence, I had a heat stroke, so had to recover from that. I'm doing fine now, so no worries there.
Thank God for that.
But I mean, other than that, it's just, I mean, as much as I'd love to do this full time until you motherfuckers start paying me, I gotta do the shit that pays my bills, and
Yeah, I gotta
sometimes
do
it
the
runs
worky
into
worky.
recording.
We got to do the
Just
worky.
Just like Sean, just like the reason Jason's not here. It's life, man.
Yep. Yeah, they're doing really good. They've closed on their house and are actively in the moving and fixing up a couple things process.
They're moving out of state.
Yeah, out of state but in state. So yeah, they'll be back eventually, but it's congratulations to them. It's good stuff. Let's see here. Not much going on. A lot of work. Celebrating grandkids' birthdays. Celebrating another grandkid on the way. And my daughter, to use her words, not mine. For the record, they're her words, not mine. She broke the curse. I have 7 grandchildren right now. They're all girls. The one on the way is finally a boy. So, yay for that. And hey, as long as they're healthy, that's all I care. But got a grandson on the way. So
I know, but at the same time, it's nice to get a little testosterone in the family pool.
Right? Yeah. But so yeah, that's really been about it. Again, nothing too dramatic, nothing too crazy. Not and this is purely entertainment based, not anything else, but a little excited because next Friday, so 5 days, not counting today, from now, I will be in the brand new Moody Center venue over on UT to attend my first concert there. It just opened up at the beginning of this year, I think it was. So again, because I enjoy the music, no other reason.
All right, cut to the chase.
And
Who are you seeing?
And he's a Detroit boy going to see me some Kid Rock on Friday. Look at that face. Like what? Yep. Not the newer. I'm not a huge fan of the country stuff that he's done, but his some of his original. I don't even want to call it rap. I would call it more like what they call that. But like the Limp Bizkit was kind of like the mix of rap and rock. You know, the American Badass and shit like that.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was about to say,
Bad.
like, American Badass and everything before that, loved it.
Yeah.
Everything after that, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, not sure what happened there, but haven't seen him. Wanted to see him. Tickets were reasonable. On another note, and we've talked about this because it just went on sale sometime in September. I'm going to say late September, somewhere between the 20th and 30th of September. Going back there, and rag on me all you want, what the hellions, I don't give a fuck because we've talked about this before. I have tickets for Nickelback.
Okay, I will be the first one to say Nickelback has gotten way more shit than they deserve.
Oh no,
They have some fucking bangers.
No argument there.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm just saying in general. If you have any dispute, come at me, bro. Come at me.
I like their sound. Loud, heavy fucking guitars, a lot of distortion. I like it. The new album's good too. The Get Rolling or whatever it's called. They're going on tour. They haven't been on tour in forever. I have never seen them live. I'm going. Deal with it.
Dark Horse, one of my favorite albums.
Oh my God, yes.
And the best clapback in the world came from Nickelback when they got on Twitter from the official Nickelback account and went, "Yes, we know we suck. Let us continue to make millions of dollars."
So definitely excited for that. That's the big two that I've got. I mean, the one coming up Friday, and then the next one's not till September. But I got those. They're in the books. They are bought. There are a lot of shows coming. I don't know how many of them. Tenacious D is going to do a show out at the racetrack, but it's going to be in August, which means outdoors. No fucking shade. You know, excuse me. If I hadn't already seen him once, I did get to see him, I would probably go. But you know, some of these ones, and I will say this: that
I saw Louis C.K. there in August one year. I can't remember. Oddball Comedy Festival. That's what it was. I saw him there, and fucking great show. In August though, miserable.
Yeah. I will say that at least they do a really good job of putting out those giant fucking ice water tanks and just fill, buy a bottle of water, bring a bottle of water. I don't think they fucking care if you bring a bottle of water, but go fucking fill. So that you're not going without. Sure, you can get a beer and everything else, but they've got huge a bunch of them. Huge fucking tanks with multiple spouts, and they keep it stocked with ice water, not just fucking water, ice water. So
oh yeah, because like I'm sure, like if I have a heat stroke out there, I'm sure I could find a lawyer that's going to sue your ass.
Someone tried, but so I do appreciate that. But yeah, they're coming. Just announced that some kind of spicy meatball tour. Again, if I hadn't seen them, I'd probably go. The Pantera reunion, whatever you want to call that, is going to be out there. I do want to see it, but I don't think I'm going to go to that. And I get it. Well, I mean, how many?
It is, but it isn't.
It is, but it isn't. Exactly. That's the thing, right? You got two of the four. The other two, unfortunately, no longer with us. But I will say that they've got the right people filling in for Vinny and Dime.
And that's nothing against them, but Dime was the heart and soul of that band.
No argument. So
that's what I mean. That's what I mean when I say it's the same, but it isn't.
Yep. Well, I mean, people say the same thing about Skinner, right? It's the same, but it isn't. You know, and I saw Skinner. They were fine. I liked it because I didn't get to see. You know, I'm not old enough to have seen the original Skinner.
Well, yeah, but also Skinner. I mean, so much time has passed
Yeah.
between the incident and what Skinner has been
Yep. Yep. Yep.
versus, you know, everybody that was a Pantera fan woke up one morning and went, somebody
What?
shot Dime in the face.
What the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah. So
Anyway, that's depressing. But you know, finally, the one thing that we always in here in Austin have bitched about, even though there's a ton of live music, we would never get a lot of big name shows because they'd go to Dallas and then go to San Antonio. It's like, wait a minute, you could stop right here. We had venues.
no, you didn't.
Yeah, we had the Irwin Center. Irwin Center was big enough for most of those shows.
How much?
I don't know.
I mean, unless you're like pulling like 50,000, it's a tough sell nowadays. I mean, concerts nowadays are where artists make their money.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I'm even we go back 10 years ago, you know, before streaming is what it was, and yeah, that you still made money for selling songs. We didn't get a lot. We're getting more now that they you know, they put a decent amphitheater, you know, out at the F1 racetrack. And there's been some good shows out there, especially when as it relates to for the F1 race, because that brings in so much fucking money. Like,
Well,
you know, they've had,
yeah.
but but yeah, I don't. It's so insane out there. I've gone out to. I had tickets. I got tickets gifted to me for qualifying on Friday, like before the race, and
Yeah.
it was still a fucking madhouse.
Oh,
So
well,
I
of course,
can only imagine what it was on race day.
F1 is the most bougiest sport in the world.
Yeah.
They literally just had a race, I think 2 weekends ago, up here on the streets of Detroit.
Mhm.
And they had to pave over 500 potholes. And I went, not surprised.
No, not at all. Well, we got a
But
decent
yeah,
we got a decent venue, and like this year, Friday night concert for the F1 race. This is October. Friday night concert for the F1 race is the Killers. Saturday night is Queen
yeah.
with Adam Lambert. So, and I think one year it
Who
was Taylor
kills
Swift.
it, by the way?
Yeah, I think 1 year it was Taylor Swift. I think another year it was Justin Timberlake. Elton John was up there 1 year.
You want to talk Taylor Swift? Taylor Swift last weekend sold out Ford Field on Friday and Saturday. 80,000 people.
Yeah, probably in about 14 seconds too.
Oh, the aftermarket, like, oh
yeah, I can only imagine.
It was insane. The buzz up here was insane. Like, I'll give that girl her credit. She has the world on fire.
Oh yeah. Tay.
Like, people lose their shit.
Not me.
Well, not me either, but I mean, respect to people that do. I like music too.
So, well, one more music thing, then we'll get on with it. Because I got to ask. I'm sure the answer is yes. Have you listened to the new Foo Fighters all the way through?
No.
Really? That's kind of surprising.
I'm still hurting. I love. Don't get me wrong. Like, the replacement, like Taylor's replacement, I love it. Like, it's so fitting. It's perfect. Like, chef's kiss. But there's still just part of me right now that is still going through the grieving process of, like, I mean, because you know me.
Oh yeah.
I mean, a lot of people don't know me or know this about me, but I fucking love drumming. I honestly love it. It's just, there's something about it. And he was always one of those dudes that I looked up to, that, like, so it hit me kind of different when the news came across. It was like, oh
yeah. Well,
so,
I mean, it was everything. I mean, it was the drumming. It was who he was, you know, as a person. it was, you know, who he was to Dave, who he was to Foo Fighters, all that stuff. You know, even his other band, the Chevy Metal band that he had on the
Or
side.
Taylor Hawkins and the Coattail Riders.
Yeah, that I saw at Rot Rally one year.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like everyone talks about that song he has, Range Rover Bitch. It's a great freaking tune. And I think it's all about his ex-wife, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
But yeah, so the album, number one, it's classic Foo Fighters. It's
like I've heard some of it. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm not like I can't listen to any of it, but like I haven't like actively seeked it out and been like, "All right, I need to sit down and listen to this."
You can tell that this is their love letter and their grieving process in all the lyrics. You can 100% tell it.
And I would want nothing less from them.
They've got a 10-minute song on there called The Teacher.
Well, I mean, because that was the thing, right? It is because I don't know if you remember, but like I think it was the day or the day after it happened, I had texted you and been like, are the Foo Fighters about to go the way of Nirvana? Because like when Kurt Cobain died, that was kind of it for Nirvana.
Yep.
I mean, and Taylor died. I mean, you have the counting factor of Dave Grohl. Like, is Dave Grohl going to want to push on again? Or so it was all so just.
There's a song on the album. If you haven't heard it, go listen to it. That he's duetting with his daughter.
Oh, I've heard about this.
I think it's called "Show Me How."
Yeah,
it is an amazing fucking. I'm like, because the last album and the last tour they hired, I think it was 3 background singers that went around with them.
Yeah.
That are great, right? And they especially showed off their talents on a couple of the songs on the last album, and then when they started doing the DGs, right, that showed up there. So I'm like, well, at first I heard it, I was like, oh, maybe it's one of them, right? And I'm going, no, something about it. So, you know, hit the old Google. No, it's his daughter Violet. And it's a cool song. It's a very cool song.
Did you see the reveal video for when they revealed the new drummer?
Yep, I didn't watch the whole thing.
Oh,
but I like watching how they had all these
Tommy
other guys.
Lee,
Tommy Lee, Chad from the Chili Peppers.
Yeah,
it was all these other drummers show up and hey,
I groomed your poodles.
Yeah, the ones like groomed your dogs. And you're going, what? And then finally he's like, hey, guys,
can we play a fucking song? Oh, so good.
Yeah.
And like I said, new drummer, supremely talented, like
for sure.
Up and down, just top notch, has worked with multiple people like across many genres.
And they are taking Shane Hawkins around with them a little bit, because I watched a couple of videos on YouTube from some of the concerts they've done, and they busted him out on a song.
I cried so hard the first time I saw him play My Hero.
Oh yeah, he wasn't playing My Hero. He was playing something off their first album. It was a banger, and
Big
there was no, it wasn't something super popular.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to find it, but what was going on was there was something wrong with the snare, and Shane's up there going, go talk, I gotta fix the snare. And so Dave's up there just trying to fucking kill time, and then at one point he's like, come on Shane, there's a fucking curfew. But it was cool.
Like the first time I watched him play My Hero, I was like, you are Taylor.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Like you had the exact same drum style. Like you attack the drums the same way. Like I mean, like Josh Freese, fill in. I want Shane Hawkins eventually. Doesn't
Oh
have to be
yeah,
right now.
that's
I
gonna
want Shane
happen.
Hawkins.
Yeah, it's I'll stick around.
Oh yeah, great song.
So yeah, it's I'll stick around at Boston Calling
Mhm.
is the one that yeah, he's like, come on, there's a curfew. Anyway. It's a good album. Check it out. All right, so we've riffed as usual, but that's a good thing.
Well, before we do, just one more thing.
Oh,
If you haven't seen like it was in Austin, Foo Fighters invite up Kiss Guy on stage.
oh
You
yeah.
need to watch that.
Oh, I've watched it a bunch of times.
Okay. You've seen it. Like
I actually I loved that because that was I think that was at ACL when they're headlining ACL again this year, by the way.
well, I just loved it because it was
Yeah,
like that was Austin and like
yeah, and
that
and
dude that dude
it's-
had no idea he was getting up on stage that night, and
oh,
he
he was
just had the
working on
fucking
it.
time of his life.
Yeah.
And the dude could shred.
Oh yeah, he had a sign that was like, let me.
Yeah.
Because they all do it because they know Dave does it. At some point, they've had
Yeah.
someone come up and they let him play drums. They didn't play drums for Under Pressure, didn't they? And made Taylor sing Under Pressure at one
They've
point.
done I mean,
There's
done
been a
bunch
ton of them, yeah.
different stuff.
And so the guy's got his face painted like Gene Simmons, and Dave gives him the guitar, and the guy just goes to town, and even Dave's like, "Fuck, let's go."
My favorite part about that is like the dude has his face painted like Gene Simmons. And Dave's like, I've been fucking staring at your ass all night. What's your name? Never mind. You're fucking Kiss Guy.
That's right. Oh, that's good stuff, though.
Kiss Guy, give me a solo. Like
Yep.
just shreds.
Dave's hitting his knees like, "What the fuck is going on right now?"
Yeah, like he's literally like, holy fucking shit.
Yeah. Because I think I watched an interview with him where he's like, you never know how this shit's really gonna go, but we have fun with it anyway. And,
Well,
and
yeah,
with,
because the best part is like he handed him his guitar, which number one, I want a Dave Grohl guitar, and he goes, "Don't fuck this up. You might shit your pants in front of your hometown."
Yep. And then the best part about him though was he gave him the guitar and he was telling him that, and then he goes to hand him a pick, and Kiss Guy pulls a pick out of his pocket.
Got one. He's got a little fucking pick.
Oh man, yeah. I watched another one, of the band Jackal. Who's they're not great, but they do Lumberjack. When Will It Rain? I Stand Alone. Not the Godsmack version.
That was immediately what popped into my head. I'm sorry.
I know it was. No, theirs is like I stand alone today.
Stand alone.
Yeah, but no, not that one. And I watched another one, and they brought up there's one of the things that's going on all the time now is these little kids are getting on YouTube and busting out the covers, and you're like, you're 10 years old, how the fuck are you doing that? And they brought up this kid, I think was 10, that wanted to play drums with Jackal, so they wheeled his fucking drum set on stage, and then they had someone filming behind him, and he's next to the drummer, and he does the whole fucking song, and he's jumping out of his seat to do cymbal crashes and shit. They do the big rock ending and all that, and this kid is just he's living his freaking best life, going nuts, and I'm like, I want to be that kid.
Well, and that's the thing, right? Is like I touched upon my love of drumming. I wish I would have found it earlier, like when I was like 10 years old.
Right.
Because, I mean...
Oh, it never would have flown. It never would have flown.
I know that. But like, it's
too fucking
just one of
loud.
those... Yeah, but it's just one of those things like, what if?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like I have the passion for it. And obviously, at 10 years old, we had just moved to Allen Park. Like, mom and dad didn't have a bunch of money, let alone to buy me a fucking drum kit. So, I mean, it is what it is, but I just kind of wish that I was afforded that opportunity because I would have loved to see where that would have went.
Yeah, no argument there. Man, those were the days. Well, and then we had that ever so brief glimpse of that life when we did the rock band contest at Pluckers. That shit was insane.
I mean, it was insane, but honestly, the thing I hold nearer and dearer to my heart is me, you, and Vince. Vince on the bass, me on the drums, you on the guitar.
Yep.
Playing Rock You Like a Hurricane.
In the garage.
Yep.
Yep.
And we literally had people walking down the street stop to watch us.
Oh, you want to see some cool shit? What the hell, Youngs? This has nothing to do with the show, but we're gonna go ahead and go off topic. I'm gonna show you some cool fucking shit right here.
Is that a Les Paul?
Yes, this is. It's an Epiphone Les Paul. It's not.
I hate you.
But it is. It is my.
I hate you.
Is my beautiful. My beautiful Les Paul.
It is my dream guitar.
Epiphone Les Paul.
I don't care. Gibson Epiphone. Give me a Les Paul. I want a Les Paul.
This is
so pretty.
This is not an advertisement, but it should be, for a guitar learning system that you will see I have installed on my fretboard. It's called the Fret Zealot.
Oh, dude.
What the Fret Zealot does is...
Why have you been keeping this a secret?
Combined with the app on your phone or computer or iPad, whatever.
Or and then
you install the LEDs on to your fretboard.
Yes, and then
you go into
it, and it pretty much tells you. It's like fucking light up guitar tabs.
It's exactly what it is. So,
like,
as an example, if I want to learn to play Back in Black, let's see if this will work. Look.
Yeah.
So it's playing it, not the actual song here.
No, but it's
in time.
It's giving you the rhythm.
Yep.
It's giving you the rhythm. And
the lights tell you where to put your fingers. And it's hard to see on here, but they're actually different color.
Oh, I can see it.
And
blue,
I can
purple.
And I can change the speed to slow it down. There's a ton of songs on here. And then even if you don't want to do songs, how about you want to learn some scales? Well, right there, that is the C major Ionian scale. You can see the different colors, and it tells you where to put your hands. And that, I mean, most of your guitar solos are based in a scale. And if I want the A, let's see, if I want the A major scale, it's right there. If I just want to be goofy and have a light show, how about lightning? If I want to be goofy and just have a rainbow.
I'm so mad you have not told me about this until now.
How about the phaser? How about the rainfall? The double helix? Or the slash? The wave?
You know what? You not telling me about this have put the Orange for Holays in serious jeopardy.
So you can see it's a strip. You order it and you put the strip along the fretboard Up top has got
Oh.
everything. It connects here to your recharger, your battery pack, and then it's got a capo that just holds it in place.
Like that is perfect for me for like learning guitar, honestly.
So they've also partnered with a lot of the popular YouTube teachers and courses that they've done, and they've actually added lighting to some of those courses. So like if you want to learn rock guitar or blues guitar, whatever that, and the guy's teaching you, they've coded it to where excuse me, the lights will show up at a certain point. So it's a pretty cool overall thing so far. You can see there's all kinds of different,
Yeah.
shit to go through. It's a ton. But it's gonna beat having to go somewhere for lessons and everything else. And again, you can slow it down. It's like each different color corresponds to a different finger, so it's telling you what finger goes where, exactly where, and then
and see, for me especially, like, I mean, obviously I grew up in the Rock Band era and the Guitar Hero era.
Yep.
It's easier for me for something to be like, put your fingers here, bang, versus play a C, play a D, play an E minor. You know what I mean?
Yep. Well, even if you watch
yeah.
interviews with Dave Grohl, even he'll tell you he makes a chord shape on his guitar because I don't know what that fucking chord is.
Mhm.
You'd be surprised how many actual guitarists can't read music.
Oh, like he's freely admitted.
Yep.
Like, I don't want to read music.
No.
Honestly.
Tablature is way easier anyway. But
yeah.
So yeah, Fret Zealot is what it's called. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it in any local guitar store. It's about $200. And then
worth it.
I forget what the annual subscription is, but you get a pretty serious discount that first year that you actually buy the hardware. So
yeah, it was kind of the same thing when I bought my guitar. I got the 6 months to the Fender Online. Yeah. Which, don't get me wrong,
Fender Play is great too. I've got that too.
It taught me a lot. Don't get me wrong.
Yep.
It's just my learning style, like the whole light up thing. For me, it just sounds like that would be so much better.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet. So, oh well, hell, yeah, check that out. You'll dig it. Fret Zealot, Zealot. Anyway, now that we've been going at this for an hour, I'm just going to abandon the original topic and save it for another day because I'm going to think of other things. We were going to talk about stupid shit that we say, but we're going to save that for another day because I had more in my head and I can't remember them besides the one that I had. So we're just going to leave that alone. I guess we'll just make this one about music.
No, it's just like when you fucking buy your movie ticket and they're like, enjoy your movie, and you're like, you too, even though they're not going to a movie.
That's a good one. That's a pretty good one.
It's just like getting on a plane. Enjoy your flight. You too. Fuck.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I mean, fuck it. Let's get into it. We say stupid shit, whether it's out of courtesy. Like, who decided hello was the right way to answer the phone? What if I want to say hello to that person? What if it's someone on the end of the phone that you want to go tell the fuck off?
Well, that's when, because it's 2023 and caller ID is a thing.
I'm talking pre-caller ID days, right?
Well, I mean, because I like, even if I know who it is, I'll still answer the phone like, what?
Yep. Oh yeah. But no, I mean, and there's all the theories in the world. Like, why is it so damn important we say bless you when somebody sneezes?
See, I've never been a big stickler on that.
You hear the stories about ancient superstitions and this, that, and the other, but it's like, come on. But for me, like, what triggers this is for me is we say some dumb shit, and I'll tell you the story. It's a true fucking story. Ages and ages ago, when I was running a 7-Eleven as a job, I was the store manager. 7-Elevens never close, blah, 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 blah. And I get a call at about 4:30 in the morning. Mind you, I'm supposed to be there at 6, but I'm still asleep because I like my sleep, and I'm a guy, so I can get up and get ready and get to work at that point in my life in about 20 minutes. So I
was gonna say, like, this is dude time, so
Yeah.
you probably got like 20 minutes, half hour before you're waking up.
So I'm still out cold, sleeping. I'm not a morning person anyway. And I get this call. It's 4:30 in the morning, and it's my store. And hello. And on the other side is, yeah, Sean, someone crashed their car into the store. Right, it's 4:30 in the morning, and I'm asleep. And I respond with something that I think is, in hindsight, one of the dumbest things to say ever. I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Yeah, because my employee is going to call me at 4:30 in the morning and do that and wake me up and then go, yeah, you're right, I'm just fucking with you. See you in a little bit.
Gotcha.
Right? Saying you got to be fucking kidding me is a dumb thing to say. Like, if they really did say, I just want to check in and see how you were doing, that would be an appropriate thing to say. You got to be fucking kidding me. But
well, hold on.
In this scenario where I got a Chevy Silverado parked in my store.
Hold on. I need to add to this story here, because the caveat is we were living together at the time.
Yep.
I worked at 7-Eleven, a different 7-Eleven, but I still worked at a 7-Eleven. We were the 7-Eleven bros. And Sean, after getting the call and dragging his ass out of bed, comes into my room, wakes me up, and goes, someone just crashed their car into my store. And the first thing I did was go,
This is true. This is true. And no, they weren't drunk.
That's the worst part. That's the worst part.
The foot slipped. I mean, for the record, no one was hurt. 10 seconds earlier, someone might have been hurt. Thank God that didn't happen. But we say some dumb fucking shit. Like, you got to be kidding me, because someone's going to make that prank at 4:30 in the morning and expect to still have their job. Come on.
Well, yeah, but also at the same time, I'm also the same guy that looked at a waitress and went, hey, what kind of cheese is on your cheddar burger? Like we all say dumb shit. It's okay.
I get it's courteous and customer service and all that kind of shit, but why do people constantly ask how you're doing? They don't fucking care.
Oh, don't get me started. I fucking hate small talk.
So my favorite thing, and I just do it all the time now. Someone says, hey, how you doing? I say, I can't complain. So nobody gives a shit anyway. And then everyone just laughs at that. Say, I can't complain. No one gives a shit anyway. Right? And then they just laugh like, yeah, that's fucking true. I'm just asking how you doing because it's a way to break the ice, and it's better than, can I help you?
Well, yeah, I mean, I go with the mom. How you doing? Hanging in here.
Yeah. But yeah, it's you know me, I like to keep things interesting. So I'll can't complain. Nobody gives a shit anyway. Mm-hmm. And I was we went to HEB yesterday. First of all, HEB is our grocery store, for those that haven't caught up by now. Grocery shopping on the weekend is absolute shit anyway, but had to get done.
I mean, if you're going to do it on the week, I understand that, but if you're going to do it on the weekend, do it early.
Yeah, this wasn't that early, unfortunately. But I have two complaints. Number one, shit is way too fucking expensive now.
Oh yeah.
This was not a major grocery run.
No, but you'll spend $170
Yeah.
like,
Oh no, fuck you. I spent 320.
oh, and that like that 3 people, single
And-
dude, 170.
And I'm going, and okay, complaint number two, because they tied together. Number 2, I understand the labor situation right now, probably better than most people, because I work in the industry and I know hiring is hard. But god damn it, if I have to keep bagging my own fucking groceries, I want a 5% discount at least.
Well, that's not gonna happen, and that's
I
just the
know.
way it is. So you need to accept it and move
No.
the fuck on. No,
Fucking
you do.
no. No.
No, you do.
Fuck no.
Okay, well then you sit there and fucking whine, and then you're gonna bag your groceries anyway,
No,
and then
I'm
you're
gonna-
gonna fucking take them home. What are you
I'm
gonna
gonna
do?
I'm gonna stand there until someone comes to bag them for me.
No,
Jesus
you're not.
Fucking
No,
Christ.
you're not. You because what? You're gonna go to Walmart, where you're gonna have to do the same thing.
No. Don't you, I didn't even started on the fucking self checkouts at Walmart. At least HEB still has fucking checkers. I'll give them that. But you know, and again, this wasn't an extravagant trip. I wasn't, you know, I think the only meat we bought was one package of steaks, hot dogs, and bacon. That's it. That's the only real expensive thing we bought.
Bro, like I caught a steal on bacon, 2 for $6.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh yes, please.
Fucking shit's just too fucking expensive. It literally is cheaper to go out to eat right now if you know
Well,
where to go.
Like it's gonna pop there. You know it's gonna pop.
Oh, at some point, yeah, it's definitely gonna pop. But Jesus Christ, dudes.
Well,
Fuck.
I mean, I'm sitting here going, fucking sooner than later, please. Let's fucking pop this and then fucking reset and get back to where we were.
We need to reset everything. Jesus Christ, it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, including
Fucking
the housing
ridiculous.
market.
Don't even get me started there.
Yeah, well,
Don't even get. I'll tell you something off the air. Fucking ridiculous, but anyway, we say some dumb shit. We just do. Why do we say the dumb shit?
because I mean, honestly, I think it's just we're so programmed that like the flight attendant thing. Enjoy your flight. You too. It just comes natural. Like you don't think about it. And that's the thing, right? It's like going back to what you said. It's like about small talk. It's like, how are you? You don't care. Like, I will tell somebody how I am if I think they actually genuinely care.
Yep.
But like, dude, if you're checking me out at McDonald's, like, no offense, I understand you're just trying to do your job. I know you don't care how I'm doing. Just give me a cheeseburger, man.
Yeah.
That's all I want. Like, we don't have to have a conversation. And I'm not saying like I'm gonna be a dickhead, but I'll be cordial, but like we don't need to fucking do the thing.
Some dumb questions that just popped into my head. Number 1, dumb question. The cop that walks up to you in your car and says, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" Fuck yes, we know why you pulled us over. 99% of the time, we know why you pulled us over.
I'm the guy that will admit why they got pulled over. Like,
Just-
and it's got me out of tickets. It's
Just-
got me out of tickets.
yeah.
Do you know I pulled you over? Yeah, I fucking ran that red light.
Yep, I fucked up. Sorry. You know, it's just own that shit. So the dumb fucking question, and I know why they don't get me started. I know why they do it. You know, it's number 1, it's trying to get you to admit it so that it's a done deal, right? That's what it boils down to, is trying to assign the blame. And if you're trying to play fucking stupid that you were doing 100 miles an hour in a 35, it just doesn't work out in your favor anyway. So dumb question. We say some dumb shit. I get it, but it's dumb. It's fucking dumb. Okay, don't do that. Another dumb question. and to me, it really doesn't matter. And it falls in line with what you're saying about we have this just generic response, right? To an icebreaker or whatever it is. So it's kind of in that same vein of, you know, how you doing? but it's how's your day going? You don't fucking care how my day's going. Right?
No, you don't. And that's fine. I don't blame you. You have your own shit going on.
Yeah.
Like, that's fine. But why are we playing pretend here?
Yeah. You know, get to, you know, you can say hello. This is why we're talking today. You know, and there's nothing wrong with it. But we get so butthurt by dumb shit today. Just dumb shit.
And that's the thing, right? Like, I would be so much happier if, like, I could just go up and be like, this is the situation. Okay, we're done. Have a nice day.
Yep.
But instead I have to worry about, did I deliver this right? Did I approach this right? Are they mad at me?
Yeah. God forbid we had to do that right on a fucking podcast, because then the most of the most successful podcasts in the world would never exist. But
that's kind of why I just kind of let it fly on here. Like,
let her go.
Fuck
Let it
it.
go. So yeah, that was kind of what we were going to riff about. We went off on music, but you know what? It's all good. We need to get Jason back in here so we can pick on him a little bit. I can't. That was all I could really think of as far as some of the dumb shit that we would say, but I know I had some other ones.
Okay, I have something linear to the topic.
All right, hit it.
So this was probably the wildest thing that's happened to me in TV land in my lifetime.
Okay.
So I don't know how aware you are of one Pat McAfee. Vaguely. So he had joined WWE as a commentator.
Okay.
He runs a YouTube show from 12 to 3 every day out of his own studio. Like, it's all self-produced. He got signed to ESPN. And ESPN is owned by Disney. Disney, most family-friendly company you can think of, right?
Oh, yeah.
So when it was announced he was signed, he got a lot of clapback from his fans, because one of the things that, like, everybody liked about the show is it wasn't like your cookie cutter sports thing. As like if someone fucked up, like, they're gonna look at him and go, what the fuck is this guy doing, right?
Yeah.
So this dude gets signed to ESPN. Everybody freaks out. Turns out, I never would have thought I would have ever seen this day. But originally, when he got signed, he went, we're not going to say fuck anymore. Like, everything else is still on the table.
Yeah.
But we're just, like, I mean, we're on national TV, we're on airports and shit. Like, we're not going to say fuck. ESPN came back and went, no. We want you to say fuck.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Like, I'm sorry, and maybe it's just me and my old manness. It's 2023, and they're encouraging fuck on TV. What is my life?
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird, because like that was one of the things we noticed. They didn't really drop the F-bomb that much in Mayans. They did not Mayans, in Sons of Anarchy. They had everything else, but the F-bomb was kind of sacred. But on Mayans, on FX, they're dropping the F-bomb like every third word.
Well, I guess
after a certain, what is it, after 9 or after 10 or something like that, anything fucking goes, I think.
Well, yeah, but the crazy part is he's on from 12 to 2.
Yeah.
So it just fucking blew my mind, man.
That's crazy.
Like, holy shit, what a time. I love it.
Yeah. Yep. And but then in the meantime, a show that never cursed one time couldn't be made today. Archie Bunker couldn't be made today. And he never cursed once.
Yeah, but at the same time, I wouldn't want that show made.
It's a pretty crazy show. No doubt about that.
I mean, it was funny for its time, but like,
Yeah.
I don't want young people exposed to that kind of behavior because
True.
all it does is breed that behavior. So
True.
no.
True. Well, even Sanford and Son couldn't be made today, which wasn't quite as bad. Yep. All right, let's wrap it up. Put a pin in it. See if we can figure out something for another week. Thanks for listening, watching, downloading, all that shit. Sorry it's been a minute. We'll get something more organized going. I know we've said it 100 times. We'll say it 100 more. Thanks for putting up with us.
I promise it will not be a major holiday the next time we record.
Right?
I love you guys. Stick with us.
Please stick with us. Jason will be back too. What do you got for the people?
That dipshit has a life.
Damn it.
You know what I got for you people. Be good to each other.
You heard him. Be good to each other. Catch you on the flip side.